Hello and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. In this video, a sister shares how nothing is worse than a whitewashed girl realizing all the racism in the world. She realizes that actually when it hits you, it really hurts you badly to the point you start questioning your own existence. Here is her video.
There is nothing worse than a whitewashed black girl realizing all the racism in the world who's also in a friend group with barely any other black women. There is this no worse feeling, because when it hits you hard. And every weird little interaction that you just justified as being rude, turning out to be racism, makes you question your whole existence.
Now, it only takes one to experience real racism, especially for people who have been whitewashed into believing that they are also white. For them to really see what others have been seeing or saying, I believe a sister was given her own piece of share for her to realize this. She's coming to the realization that actually racism is real out there, and what used to look or seem normal to her isn't really that. So come with me as we check out these teachers, and when I get back, we talk more about people's reaction to this video. Here are the teachers.
I just want to say that I am 4 years removed from whitewashed black girlness, and 1 year into my walks, yes, I went all the way there. Black power spectrum. You will get through it. Some of your white friends will stay there. Most of them will leave because they were Trump supporters behind your back and you really didn't know it, but you knew it now. Keep going. We got this. We got this. I mean, it's rough out here. It's like your whole world shatters and then gets reorganized and arranged with way more love. So it gets better. Just keep going.
All the racism in the
I would love to hear your story time about how you got whitewashed as a black girl, because I don't understand. Because how was this country built? It was built off racism. I don't give a hell what type of white people you hanging around. All white people know racism exists. And it's the fact that you never look within. You always look without. Like, you didn't go back and look up your own history. You let somebody else explain your whole history. That's like me telling you how you should run your life. What are you going to say? Oh, who are you to tell me to? Right. And who are they to try to tell you that your skin color was not oppressed? You're just now finding out about racism. I like to hear a story time about that, because that means you've been running from the truth your whole life. You look through the white people's lens, even though you're black. You can't do that. Just like white people can never look through the black people's lens because they're not black. It goes both ways. So for you to be hanging out with people that kept the truth from you, those are not your friends. Sorry.
This girl right here is literally me, and I am literally her. If you click on this, she goes on to say, realizing this while you're in a friend group where you're the only motherfucker that looks like you. Holy shit. The FYP is FYPing, and this is some real shit. To see another human being say the exact same thing, I just know that, it just validates me. All these white women around me trying to tell me that I'm crazy or she plays a race card or whatever. It took me posting and talking about it and working through my shit to finally get to where I'm at. I'm finally okay with being me. I was going to make a TikTok about this, but I think this is so perfect. I was reeling and trying to find my blackness and struggling, and someone in this comment section said it's a canon event. It's so true. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my fucking identity. I didn't know why all these white people were treating me like this. I didn't know when I stepped into my blackness why there's some black people going, well, you're not black. I had to discover all this, and it was so hurtful and so fucking painful and so motherfucking confusing. And honestly, I think 2 or 3 days ago I went to make a TikTok where I was there's this white girl, and she was singing a song and said the N-word, and I went to stitch that, and I was like, I'm so tired of this, blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, wait a minute. I feel like I'm just standing on the same fucking shit I've been standing on, regurgitating the same shit. And that's when I realized, I'm healed. I'm done. I'm healed. I don't have to comment on that anymore just whenever I see something, because it no longer yanks at me to do that. I'm fucking healed. But it took me a long time. I think it was in 2019 that I had gotten out of this white mom friend group. And it is 2023.
So tell the truth and shame the devil, because this was totally me in college. So freshman year, I was friends with a lot of white people, and really throughout my whole college career, I was friends with a lot of white people because of the scholarship group that I was in. And one moment in particular that really stands out to me now, that I know a little bit better about myself and about the world, is that freshman year of college, I was sitting in the dorm room with two girls that I considered friends at the time. And I was sitting on Facebook and I found out that my brother had passed away. So I have a unique family situation, and the girls who were with me at the time knew that I had a unique family situation. And so like right after I found out, like, you know, obviously emotional over it because one of my family members had just died. One of the girls next to me uses this time to say, well, you know, he was your half brother, so you really shouldn't be that sad. It's not like it was my brother John, you know, we're close. So I come from a family where my feelings were always invalidated, so her saying that didn't send any red flags off to me. It was just normal for me. But now that I'm older, I could see how that's fucking crazy, how she said that. I would never, ever, especially directly after it happens, tell somebody that their feelings were invalid, especially if it is coming from a family death. Like, are you serious? So her saying that to me was totally out of line, and I wish I would have clocked it back in the day. But you know, it is what it is.
See, I'm gonna be honest, we be telling y'all, but y'all don't listen. Y'all think that we be trying to be rude, but nobody trying to be rude. We trying to tell y'all, bro. But for me, you want to be with the white girls.
Before I even start talking about how different people reacted to this video, of late I've been seeing videos of black girls who really believe they are white because of maybe how they talk or what they wear or sometimes how they look. And I've been really wondering, but what is running through my head right now is wanting to know what really happened to a sister for her to realize this. I wish I could just tell her to say, this is a safe place. Well, kind of safe. Okay, not really a safe place, but at all. But we want to hear your story. Like, come on, we want to hear the story. Now, to be whitewashed is to alter in a way that favors, features, or caters to white people. In other terms, it can be defined as making something bad seem acceptable by hiding the truth. Whitewashing is a term we've all heard before. It's usually applied in black characters, especially in media that have been recast or redesigned to appear either more white or less ethnic. Now, according to this article, the term has found new meaning, especially on TikTok, and people reveling in the discourse. Whitewashing is applied to black women who don't ascribe to traditionally stereotype or preconceived notions about how black people should behave. Whitewashed in this context, I believe, is a term used to describe black women that appear to be assimilated to white culture. The term is also applied to black women who have a proximity to whiteness due to their friends, academic backgrounds, romantic partners, residential environments, or regional dialects. Now, whitewashing is a form of racial discrimination which may lead to poor mental health outcomes. Now, it leads to a lack of representation of non-white communities in pop culture. Whitewashing is part of a larger discrimination pattern which can significantly affect mental and physical health. In 2021, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, declared racism a public health threat due to its profound impact on mental and physical health. Now, a report published in 2016 found that people who face discrimination have higher stress and worse overall health than others. Let's now take a look at how people reacted to a sister's video and just hear what they had to say about her video. This one says, the things I went through and normalized was wild. I still cry even now, though I moved states and friends. I had to go through the same thing and now I have no friends. I knew one and I wanted to feel sorry for her, but remembered all the time she weaponized her proximity to whiteness against black women, especially dark-skinned or working class. I'm trying to figure out how this even starts though. I tried to make someone realize this and I was called a gaslighter. This one says, says it really sheltered me from narcissism, so I didn't think it happened anymore until I moved to LA. It really did hit me hard and I got really depressed. Watching sisters learning that harsh reality through the only process that's guaranteed to teach the lesson, living through it. Okay, we have come to the end of the video. Kindly share your thoughts as well, and let's hear what you have to say about this. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.